I mean, this is what it's all about. This is one of the main reasons I come up in here. Listen. See? That's why I come up in here. Or attempt to anyway. I've already taken about 75 pictures so far. I mean, look at that. Why wouldn't you? It's like living within the painting, you know? A few of the paintings. All at one time. It's almost like I'm looking just to jump right into it again. But the paintings already exist. They do. Don't know how far I can go up in here today. It's about 3 miles up to get to a spot where you can't get past. Where they have the large bedrock and stuff. It's real slippery. It takes like 2.5 hours just to get that far. Because you're fighting against the current. You got to get out and walk. Then you got to get back in and keep paddling. I don't think I've been up here since I saw the bear last time. I kind of gave up after that. Who knows if these large log jams are, you know, still out here. I don't know. We're about to find out. There was a couple of them that were just so humongous that there was actually like one of those large freezers. You know, the open top freezers that was out here, stuck in one of the log jams. Never seen anything like it. Let's hope they took that out of here. Looks like it's already started with the log jams. I mean, at least this one's not spread too far across. Only about 3/4. Maybe half. Just makes me wonder what's further up the creek. Hey, it's a pulling spot. You can step out. I don't even want to look up there. You know there's going to be at least 100 beer cans. 100 beer bottles. You're going to say, why don't you get them? Why? So they can come back out here next week and drop off another 100? I mean, we just got out of 4th of July. You know, there's one right there. That's one thing about the log jams, though, that you got to keep in mind. If you're looking to get away from it all when it comes to places like this, the log jams kind of protect you. They do. You just have to fight your way through it to get to that heavenly spot where no one else can get to by boat. Because the boats can't make it past the log jams. The major ones, that is. I mean, they have better leverage, though. I mean, they can stand on the boat and like pull logs around and stuff like that and get them cleared out. You know, you're kind of limited when it comes to the kayak, though. It's almost like you're the tugboat. You have to move it around by using the kayak. It just takes a lot more effort. I think this might be it for us, right up here. There's a humongous clearing above the creek right here, in front of us, about maybe 400 feet. And I see some things stretched across the creek. When you see a bright clearing, it means that the trees have been pulled down. And the water was always trying to make its way around the tree blockage, the root systems and stuff. I can't tell until I get up there though. All I see is a bunch of brown stuff spread all over the creek. You see it right there. I don't know if I'll be able to get around that. Well, if we can get around it, then boats can't get around it, which means we should try to get around it. If you see any kind of trees with chainsaw marks on them, that's a good thing. Well, not the living ones. I'm talking about the ones in the creek. My bad. I'm not talking about the ones that are living. I'm talking about these things. See, this is where they would start trying to reroute the creek right here. You see evidence of it right there. Is this a no-go? I don't see the freezer. Giant clearing. Scary. Places like this kind of remind me of, oh, I thought that was a giant snake. Crap. Several giant snakes. Man. This kind of reminds me of like, okay, let me give you this example. Some of the ones who live down in like Harris County or down in that zone. You know, the low zones in that part of the state, southwest Georgia. This kind of reminds me of like, my bad. I didn't mean that. But this right here reminds me of like the zones that you're like on one of those back highways and you're crossing over like Mulberry Creek or like House Creek or something. And you look on the other side of the bridge, or you look down in the creek when you're passing by real slow and you see something like this. You're kidding. Someone did pop through this thing. I don't see the freezer. See, that's what I'm talking about. The plant life growing, where they start backing up sediment and stuff like that. Look at all this dang garbage. Sad. I can't get all that, guys. Look at this. Talk about dangerous. Here's our only access right here. This one little spot where the current is flowing hard, right in this one little zone right here. At least we have access. It's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. You never know until you go. Hey, there's a light bulb. I wonder where the freezer went. It's probably under the water. Probably somebody came out with their giant boat to grab it for recycling. Probably not. Here's where the current starts to pick up a little bit. You can start seeing things that are flowing backwards. Like I said, I don't know how far I can go. Pending the teddy bears. Pending the wildlife. Pending the human beings. There's another thing about this creek. There are not many places to get out. You actually have to keep going until the water's shallow enough so you can jump out of the kayak. You just have maybe a couple of these spots like this that are just nothing but silt that pull you in deep if you try to get out. You might get bit by a snapping turtle if you did that thing. They like to hang out in spots like that. Yeah, but this creek has a lot of high banks, steep banks that just go up and down. Anything that is exposed is extremely slippery. There's no way to step out. And then usually everything else is just leaves to begin with, like leaves that have compacted on top of each other. Hope you like the imagery. What a perfect place. I wonder if they're going to speak up and say, "I'm so loved, I'm Africa. I'm the all, I'm everything that is living. I am life. I am the life of the planet." I wonder if they're going to chime in to say that if I keep saying stuff like that. I remember this one time I was out in the creek. I think it was like fall of last year. Maybe it was winter time. And I was out looking for the good stuff. Got out there about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. The sun was beaming down. And someone on audio said, "I think Australia is talking." Made me wonder about that though. I mean, it makes you think about the lands and stuff like that. It's almost like God, who is the spirit of life, living, giving, creating. The being of everything that is created, that keeps creating stuff, no matter what it is. The creator. I'm so loved, I'm Africa. All I did was just talk about, at that point in that video, I just said how beautiful the winter day was. When they said, "I'm so loved, I'm Africa." But I'm in the United States. Let's not call it the United States. Let's call it North America. When they said that, I gave a compliment to the landscape, talking about how beautiful it was. And someone said that they were Africa. I think Australia is talking. Wonder what would happen if you said North America was gorgeous. North America is gorgeous. We should all love it. It's almost like there's something about the separation of the lands due to the oceans and the waters. It's almost like every time there's a separation, it's almost like a different personality is created. You know what I mean? That's what I had to think about when it came to those EVPs. I think Australia is talking. I'm so loved. I'm Africa. I'm a Pangea. What if it is possible that when landscape breaks off over time, billions of years, hundreds of millions of years, no matter what time it is, what if those break-offs, those fragments, separated by water, what if they create a different spirit, or they're their own separation? And it's a different kind of soul within the landscape. Because it's not combined as one. Definitely have to think about that one. It's almost like God is the creator of everything. And then everything that separates from it is their children. So Australia is possibly, considered a child of God, the creator. Same thing with Africa. Same thing with Hawaii. Even though it's not really a continent. But it is its own landmass. Just like the humans. We have our own personalities because we're individual. We're separated. At least it's only 2:15. Imagine being caught up in something like that. Look at the debris in this tree right here. You talk about getting high out here. I mean, we'll be safe. You will be. Because once it backs up into where the backup zone in the lake is, it's just going to slow down and stop. It's like putting on the brakes out here. I wish that those environmental engineers would come out here and plant specific trees, though. I mean, it'd be nice if they came out here along the creek in specific areas and plant some mimosa trees. I mean, not all over the place, just in specific locations. High enough where the waters can't pull them down on the bank, where they can't collapse the bank. And people like us that come out looking to chill and grab a perfect experience out here. And you get the aroma of the flowers. You're always looking for those pinpoint locations. I mean, they can come out here and plant some sugar maples to blend in with everything else. And when the fall comes, mid to late October, Imagine the fall images that you can get out here. You professional photographers with all those sugar maples and stuff blending in with the landscape along the creek. Sugar maples, red maple. All those vibrant colors reflecting off the water, the still waters. You talk about an experience in heaven. Here we go. You already know where we are by just looking at that. When the water gets really low in the fall and winter, the four-wheelers can just cross the creek. It's just a gravelly creek in the fall and winter. And they use it to cross right over here. Where's that access point at? Well, you know where we are. Everybody comes out here. It's the world famous furnace. I forgot the name of it though. It's got a name for it. Something furnace. One of those pyramid structures. We've been out here several times. I don't know if I'll get up in there and look around. I mean, there's nothing much to see. You see it all the time in my videos when I come up here. All I do is just walk up there and pick up the garbage. See people come out here all the time. Look, they tied some kind of yellow string to the tree right here. I don't know if that's for fishing or what. Most likely it is. I don't know why they tied back the branch though. I'll tell you something though. When I first came out here, I was so excited when I came across this thing. I thought it was like from the Mayans or something like that. Like it was a baby pyramid. Then I had to do my Da Vinci style research. That takes forever. There it is right there. It's collapsed. Got orange tape all over the place out here. I need to stretch the back. I don't know if I'll get up there. I need to get further up the creek though. I'm not surprised. I mean, I'm surprised there's not like 10 people sitting out here. I don't know if I'll get out. I'm too sore. Being sore is not fun. I mean, it's so quiet out here, you can easily pull an EVP session and get a lot of good answers to a lot of good questions, even by just talking. They'll be commenting like you'll never believe. Some of the time, even though you don't say anything at all, they might speak up. That's cool. Look how my foot just vanishes and reappears like that. It's like a ghost. That's cool. Check that out. Don't know how far I can go. Here's where it starts to get extremely shallow. And we just left out of that last place. It's only about 110 feet behind us. This is the beginning of the backup zone. I've never seen that pile before. So basically the lake backs up right here. It starts to back up anyway. That's never been there before. That's quite the pile. And that's never been there before. That pile of gravel right there. And neither has this log jam. Let's hope I can get around this one right here. It's beautiful out here though. I say that 1,000 times in my videos because I'm always looking for the beauty. I mean, look at these rock formations. These outcroppings. See, this is why it takes so long to get up there, further up the creek. Because you have to stop and look around. Crazy. Hundreds of thousands of years. Wonder what this place was like even 10,000 years ago. It's like the Garden of Eden, a place, like the Fountain of Youth. You come to a place like this all the time like we do, and you see it every time in my videos. The sun just might be in a different angle. Could be cloudy, could be raining. But places like this help you realize that time stands still. It's like you're in the same spot at the same time every single year, and nothing changes. Well, it changes eventually. It just takes thousands of years. Tens of thousands. If only you could live that long, you would realize what time was by doing before and after images. Humongous. That's how high the waters can get out here. Look at the sediment right there. Right up there. The silt. Oh, we do have a way through. All you gotta do is just look. Hey, look, it's our first triangle. Or maybe first pyramid of the day. Depends on how you look at it. I mean, you can always make it perfect. You just got to be in the right perspective to equalize it. Here's the thing though, when it comes to doing this right here. I mean, the slower I go and the more I try to chill, the quicker somebody can catch up to us. In a boat with a motor, a jet ski. Trying to find that spot. Why am I whispering? You're supposed to be loud when the bears are out. Yeah, I'm looking for this one spot that I was just captivated by. I think it had to be right here. I'll never forget it. I was in these one zones of mine out here, looking at the light like this. And it was about 6 o'clock one night, about 4 years ago. And someone said, Metatron, you should be working. What the heck is that? Something's climbing through the woods. What the heck is that? Whatever it is, it's going slowly. It's like it's in a stalking mode. It's taking a step like every 5 seconds. I think this might have been a spot. Like 4, maybe 5 years ago. And I stopped next to the bank to look at the light coming through, take some pictures, and someone said it. Metatron, you should be working. That's the one that started it all. When it comes to me asking questions, like, what do you mean by working? Let me go ahead and move along. I think there's something up in the woods. They're moving slowly. I don't want to be on their radar. Look, it looks like a giant airhead. Hey, look, there's a side profile. Right there. Huh. The water is distorting their face a little bit. But they know how to create it. It's almost like I'm on a giant airhead right here. No, I'm not stuck. I just decided to park for a little bit. No, I'm not about to get out. You know that thing's deep right here. Man. Man, would you look at that? Yeah, see, check out the currents. We're getting up here now. It's almost to that point now where I got to get out and start walking. The current's going to be a little bit rough. The heck is that thing? Oh, it's a mushroom. I mean, the more you get up here, the more heavenly it gets. Well, it's been heavenly all day. The whole entire stretch is heavenly. Incredible. There's somebody's chair. There's somebody's lawn chair right here. Check it out. That thing's gonna be stuck there for a while too. Man, we're getting to the shallow zones like you'll never believe. Here comes the current right here. You can see it right in front of us. Look at that. I mean, everything out here is just so perfectly balanced. There's only so far you can go in a day. It doesn't matter how early you get out. There's always going to be some sort of balance out here that's going to keep you. I mean, look at this current right here. Check this out. Boys, my right wrist's going to be sore to... Never mind. Everything is just so perfectly balanced out here. You're only going to make it so far. What the heck is that noise? I hear music. How? Huh. Yeah, but it doesn't matter how far you go. I mean, not far you go, but it doesn't matter how early you get out. What you do. There's people behind me. You're kidding me. How do you get a boat up here? Looks like I'm not going to be alone. Yeah, time to get out of here. The bears are going to be out. There's dead fish out here. They're big. Time to leave. Look at us. We're going all crazy out here. I'm headed back downstream, guys. We don't need to be taking any chances. I'm not talking about the guys in the boat back there. Heck no. They were cool though. They were sipping on a natural light. One guy was from India. His name was Kevin. And then another guy, his name was Adam. So they were just out here exploring. They've only made it so far on the boat before. They decided to go past the furnace. And today was the day. Yeah, we talked for about 15, 20 minutes. I told them what they can get past and what they can't. Did I just pass the hornet's nest? I gotta remember where I found that thing. I don't need to be taking any chances. I don't. No, the perfect wildlife out here trying to protect this place. They even asked me if I saw the hornet's nest. I was like, heck yeah. If only I could remember where I saw it. But they continue forward. They'll be right behind us again, though. They will, trust me. They can go probably another 200 or 300 feet, and that's about it. Even with the little boat, it's fiberglass. It's one of the smaller ones. And it's got a motor on the back, too. I mean, look at this perfect little spot that they can get through. That's weird, though. I just got finished talking about the perfect, access. I mean, look at this perfect gap. I mean, look at this. How did I not see this thing right here? Look at this huge discovery. What the heck do I get myself into? Check that thing out. Don't mind me, guys. I'm talking to the hornets. I'm not a threat out here. How come I didn't see that one? Oh, crap. Well, if you see another hornet's nest, let me know. Dang it, there's a gnat stuck on my right eyelid. Time to wait 33 seconds. Just chilling. I definitely improved on the tan today. I can tell that I did. I mean, look at my legs. Never underestimate the powers of the sun, especially this time of year. First week of July. Definitely going to be feeling it. Let's hope I don't feel it too bad in the shower tomorrow morning, you know. You can always tell the, strength of the tan. I'm not going to say the severity of the sun, the sunburn. Let's never say the severity of the sunburn. Let's say the powers of the tan. When you get in the shower the next morning and the water starts to hit you, I know you're going to argue, you're going to say you're wrong with that. You can always start to feel the powers of the tan. The severity of the sunburn when you lay down at night. Guess what? There's another boat in front of us. Let's hope it's not the DNR. I don't have a life jacket. I'm too busy trying to experience heaven. Don't let me have to go and tell them a lot of my stories about this place out here. I mean, I'll tell them about every single heavenly experience. Imagine what I could tell them if I really did explore the lands out here. For real, though. I definitely got to do that thing so I can always tell my story. But my stories are always going to be in the videos. Why do you think I'm always recording? Trying to put this thing to use if I can get it. I'm trying to find something to shift us and pull us to the side. Gotta love that balance of nature. You can pull on the smallest thing and it'll manipulate you out here. Even a blade of grass can get you closer. What you know about that? I don't know about you, but I'm ever so thankful every time I come across this rope. This swinging rope from back in the good old days. Well, it's just a marker out here. That's all it is. To let you know that you're closer to the river, because it's such a long haul out here.